Kaboom! He's here. Live and direct. Action. Action over doubt and delay. Action over doubt and delay. So many of us postpone our greatness, postpone our dreams, postpone our action when it's right here, right now that we should take action, not only to change our lives, but to make other people's lives better. By our action, we can change a lot. But some people think that with their opinion, they will change the world, and that's where they're stuck. But it's more than with your opinion. You need to take action. You need to favor action and just do it. Just do it. Do what you have to do. You certainly have something to do. Yeah, I made it. Leslie is here. Queen Leslie. Yeah, great. Also, great hangout with Arthur yesterday. Now we're done with the self-obsession subject. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to other subjects. Like next week is going to be more about the hype and the different hype and different. What did I said last night? I forget my stuff sometimes. Different hype and anyway, it will come back to me. Yeah, all the hypes in the world, all that. So anyway, the distilled water was talking about and the hype and buzzwords. I think I was saying. Yeah, self-obsession. I think we're done with this. Now it's time to go into action. Yeah, that's what we do every day. Everyday action. That's what also sometimes I don't always feel like coming here. Not that I don't feel like it, but I mean, I have to. But it's an habit. It's an habit, but it's an habit that also I have to motivate myself for that habit. I have to keep that flame. So if I listen to stuff around and people coming to tell me things, or I will not do anything with my life. So it's very important to shut down the noise around us. There's lots of noise. Very noisy and narcissistic world. So shutting down the voices, not only the critics outside, but the critics inside also. Because I think you're going to have more critics on the inside than on the outside. Honestly, I'm more judgmental of myself, I'm sure, than other people are of me. So that also is important to stop judging and assessing every one of your action. As long as you do good, do something in the direction of the good, of the for the benefit of us all. I think we should but this is where I get stuck. Sometimes I question a lot of things that I personally do, but because I intend to, I have good care of what I good not good care, yeah, good care about what I do and what I say. Not what people think of me, but what I think of myself. I want to go to bed at night with a peace of mind. Yeah, I think that's what we all looking for: peace of mind. Eventually, that's what we. That's the ultimate journey. It's having peace of mind, finding that peace within. I'm walking towards the peace within. Every day is a constant battle to you. Me, it's because also I have a big dream attached to this. There's a big dream, a big vision, but we live in a world that the big visions are gone from pretty much everybody's life. So we have to bring back the big visions, bring back the good vibes. Just focus on what we have to do, letting go of all the stuff that keeps us distracted. Like refocus on nature is very important. I just went and checked on my garden. My tomatoes are doing wonderful. Hold on a second. I'm back. Just went to get some tomatoes. Hold on, I'm gonna show you that. Here we go. The beautiful tomato. Look at this. This one has a little bit of bottom rot, but not much. I'll be able to cut it. Beautiful. The first red tomato. Here I have a big pawpaw. Here too, a little bit of blossom and rot, but that you cut it and it's fine. And here, this one has no bottom and rot. That's some kind of Italian. I don't know. I must have had Italian tomato on my in my selection. And another big pawpaw here. The nice tomato. So you know that's like printing your own money, like Cindy said. That's really what it is because right now this is selling for $1.99 a pound at the high GA here. So and it's toxic. So you pay for toxic stuff. There's full pesticide and all kinds of shit they put on it in the field, and you go pay for it. So like this, at least I printing my own money. You know, this is what we should all do more is plant our own food. Like for sure, tomatoes are not gonna bring me everything I need, but at least you know I don't have to go buy tomatoes, and next year also I can learn from that and expand the garden, growing other stuff. You know, I know now that it's not so hard to grow your own food. So I've done the experience. I've said, and you know, I went from one day to another. I just did it. I was thinking about it. Oh, let's go, and I just went in it and did it. And look, I'm 3 months later. Now I'm starting to have big red tomatoes like that all over the place. So gonna probably have around, I don't know, I say 400 or 500 tomatoes maybe. They're not as productive as I thought they would be, but because I maybe lack of nutrient or something, now I just added milk. I went to get milk at the farm. It's the only thing I'm encouraging the madness. But he treats his cow good. They're well treated, so he let them go outside and everything. So yeah, I have a good buddy that have a farm, so that's easier to. And I gave them milk. Gave milk to my tomato plants, and they love it. 50-50. I mixed it 50-50, milk and water, and milk straight from the cow in the dirt, and they love it. They seem, even some have bottom and rot, and they seems to heal. They seems to heal blossom and rot. They seem to heal the spot where it's disease, where the disease is. So I think the milk inside the dirt is a very good thing. Very good thing, yeah. Anyway, I'm experiencing. Going into action, that's what you do. When you go into action, you experiment. And growing my own food is wonderful. And that's one thing I will really focus on more than doing things on the internet. Eventually, for sure, it's returning to nature and bringing back the food forest, the food abundance, and you know, not be so reliant on the big store, on the big corporation. Grow our own food, yeah. So I heard the give milk to make large pumpkin. Yeah. Give milk to your veggies and stuff. Give them milk. If you get milk cheap from the farm, me, I can go directly to the farm to get it. I don't have to pay $4 a liter. I don't know how much is it in the store. But... And the one in the store is pasteurized, and they took out all the good stuff from it. So if there is good stuff in it. But it seems to be good. The plant loves it, and I'm gonna keep doing it every week or two. Like now, I got 20 liter. I got about 70 plant around. Yeah, 70 tomato plants about. So I pour 20 liter in there, maybe 50-50 water in there, and milk. Yeah, and I think it's a good way also to get rid of Babylon, growing our own food and being more self-reliant. And less dependent on the external. We have to be less dependent on the external and more dependent on the inside, for sure. Because this is how we will the change we all want to see a change. Me, I would like to see a change in the world. I would like to see more love, people more loving each other, more talking to each other. It starts with the little things, like I said the other day, and that too, we can all do it. We can all be the change in the street and say hi to people and share good vibes with them, share a smile, share. This is love in action. Love is something that you live and you do and you experience. It's not something you talk about. Love is not something you talk about. You go and either do it or you live it. You live it. So very important. We all say we want to stop the psychopath in the world, but before stopping the psychopath in the world, we should talk to each other. We should talk to each other and start to reason. And when we see each other in the street, we should say hi. Try this. Anybody listening here, go in the street from now on today, and every person you meet, say hi. Dis bonjour. Me, every person I meet now, bonjour. Bonjour. Even though it's just a hi or something, this person sometimes don't expect it, and it's going to put a smile on their face. That's how we start. We have to bring back the vibes. It's good to bring back the love, but the vibe is gone. So it's more bringing back the vibe inside our matrix and try to elevate people's mind and toward a change, because we have to start changing also the way we communicate with ourselves. The way we communicate with ourselves is very important. That's where the real change begins. That's where you will, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, Essir. We have Essir here this morning. Essir, that was on the Trouban show last night. I saw you. And Queen Leslie. The internet is dead. What you mean, the internet is dead? It's very alive here. I'm live and direct, bro. Bro or sis. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of things are dead. I think that the vibrations are dead, and yeah, the internet is dead for sure. It's not something that is a living, but it's something that helps us connecting. And I think we should use it. If we have it, for sure, end the internet and put back people into nature is the goal. Like we said yesterday, I think it's you that asked that also, that question. I picked it up in the chat. I think it's you, Essir, that said that. What about if we shut down the internet? Yeah. Shut down the internet, bring back the books, and shut down all the nonsense. And it's especially once you become consciously aware of what's going on. You don't let yourself being programmed by those devices. You unplug from them. I disconnected my phone line, because I am fed up of technology and following me everywhere, and I having access to Facebook and all that nonsense live and direct. So I disconnected the phone line, and I go back to more simple stuff. Nobody calls me anyway. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. So nobody calls me really. So why have a phone line? Why pay for it for once a year? My mother to call me, or come on. So it's total nonsense. Unplug from Babylon. Yeah, it feels better too. Feels better without it. So yeah, it's futile. It's an illusion. It's the best of the worst tool. Yeah, I agree with you. It's one of the best of the worst tools for sure. But we have tools. That's it. We have tools. Why not use them? We've been putting stuff together like the internet, and maybe we should use it for the right reason. But right now we're using things for all the wrong reason. So we're lost in the abyss of unawareness, and we're using things in a very evil way, and especially internet. All the nonsense we're propagating, the propaganda we're doing with this. So yeah, so go back in the garden. Go back in the garden, get back into nature is the goal. Like I said, I'm going to start a big community garden, like Arthur said last night. Okay, yeah, I'm into the system. I'm deeply compromised, but we all are. It's not to judge each other ways on the way we are compromised and everything. We're all compromised here. We're all compromised into a system. So to say that you have the absolute truth, you're moving out the system and all very compromised. No matter what, to grow your food, you need a land. So the land here, they're distributed to everyone and there's ownership on land, which is freaking crazy. But so you need to have either someone that own the land or, it's always very restraining. But I think if we work together, like I said, I'm going to go see a farmer and one of my friend farmer, and I'm going to ask him for a piece of land or the city, or we'll start with what we have, where we are, and try to inspire. If you can get people out into the garden, you can have a good discussion with them too. Once you plant food, you're very open. I don't know. It's a vibe that get through you. It's very good, very inspiring to cultivate your own food and to do your own compost. And like Scott is a compost freak. Yeah, but that's very good. Giving nutrients. That's the thing I'm gonna focus on next year. Also, is making my own compost, the nutrients for the plant, like milk and stuff. I didn't know I could give milk to my plants. I researched and I found that out. Oh yeah, why not give milk? Maybe the use we should do with the cow milk. Spray it in the plant. And there's so much milk that goes to waste too. So much milk that goes to waste. Are you awake or are you awakening? I'm awakening. I'm not awake. I said it many times. You're just joining us on this channel, but I've done many talks here that I've said it out loud. I'm awakening. I'm not awake. Don't consider me awake or better than anyone, or I'm just coming here, doing my thing, having a big dream, becoming a motivational speaker. Never done that in my life. So I'm working on my craft. I'm working on my skill. You don't have to like it. You don't have to be here. You don't have to share everything I share, overstand everything and take everything for cash. I just come here to share the vibes. Share the vibes and be myself and just be me. Because I've been wearing a mask all my life. So now I remove the mask and I'm just being myself. And come here to talk to you for a little bit. And I don't pretend to have all the answers or all the it's all nonsense. Anyway, it's all fantasy. It's all fantasy and illusion. The whole world's fucked up. You think it's fucked up? Wait until you start awakening. Wait until you start awakening. You're gonna see that. And even there, I think I'm awakening, but awake. I'm awake in the morning when I wake up. Yes, I'm awake. If you can say that, but I think it's more like I said the other day, it's not so much an awakening. It's because the awakening, I have it every morning when I get up off my bed. I'm awake. I go to bed at night, I sleep, and then I'm awake in the morning. Yes, I'm awake in that sense. But if you talk about external or awareness or internal awareness, yeah, maybe in that sense I'm awakening. Yeah, for sure. Because I want to wake up something inside of me also. I want to wake up something great that is dormant, been left dormant. And the intent behind it is very divine. It's word. I checked the word internet. There's the word intent in there. Intent. Yeah. Internet. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So awakening is an everyday thing. It's not something that I don't think there's a destination. Like I have no destination here. It's an everyday discovery. Every day the sun shines again, and we're there. But it's to embrace that light. It's to embrace life. It's to say yes to your life and just wake up on a positive note, positive vibe all the time is very important to carry on. If you want to, we have a job here. Our job is not just to go to work, pay bills, and die. We have to carry the truth. Carry the truth is our job, and if we don't take this seriously, we're probably gonna fail at our job, and we're gonna be fired. So it's very important to stay focused, stay real, keep it real, and that's it. We'll be back next week again with Arthur, Fiona, and Scott. Scott, I find him very, very, very. It's a delight to hear him talk. He's very has lots of knowledge, especially with the compost and. That's the kind of stuff I want to talk about. The real stuff that can inspire us. People in action. I love people in action, so that's why sometimes people come to me and they want to do this, or they have projects, or they want to do this or that, but they never go into action. And then they blame you for not helping them taking action. I'm not there to take action for anybody. It's up to you. You have a dream, go after it. You don't need me. You don't need me to push you. I don't need anybody. I should need myself to push myself to take action. But sometimes people come to you and they expect you to save them and be their savior or push them, or like, I can inspire you, but I cannot motivate you. You have to motivate yourself. That's for sure. I can inspire, but sometimes I've read stuff, in the past that people were expecting me to jump and be willing to meet them at their demand. And hey, listen, not here to live to anybody's expectation, and you're not here to live to my expectation. So people sometimes are stuck in expectation, and from there come out self-obsession and all the nonsense. So be sure that I'm not here to save anyone. I'm not a guru. I'm just coming here to speak, doing my thing, press start, doing my thing, practicing, pushing myself outside my comfort zone every day. Yes, it is uncomfortable, but I happen to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. Here and now. Later will be something else. That's life. So yeah, the day the internet will be unplugged, it's going to be the real zombie apocalypse. Yeah, probably, yeah, bro. That's yeah. The day the dollar die. Yeah. But I don't think the internet will ever unplug. It's way too gone way too far. I don't think it's meant to go unless something happened to physically to the internet. But even that, it's going to be very hard to get rid of this. And I think we should just use it and be very conscious and use it in conscious ways with creating, networking together and expanding our awareness of who we are, because the change I'm making here, coming to share it, other people can be inspired by that. Other people can be inspired by the change you're going to make in your own life, because we all have things that we can inspire, a story to inspire people with. So stay focused. He's out. He will be back another now, like tomorrow. If eventually there's more viewers or more time, not more time, but like in a month, not even a month, in some time, my children are starting school, so I'll be able to do it for an hour. I'll do this an hour long, maybe a bit longer, but I'll come with subject also. This morning, I come here, I'm not prepared at all. I just press start. I woke up half an hour ago, and I woke up a bit late, and I said, but you see, I don't say, oh, no, I'm not prepared. I don't go in. I don't feel like it. I just woke up. No. It's do or don't. Do or die. Do or die. Yeah, I like that. Just do it. Get something to do. Just do it. Stick to it. And don't wait for the zombie apocalypse. Yeah. I think it's already here, the zombie apocalypse. Look around. Pretty much everybody's living dead. So up the vibes, inspire our people, inspire each other, and just Rise and shine. Do your thing. Don't follow people. Become, if you're not, you are a leader already. Maybe you don't see it, but just express it. Express the power within, the magnificence, the greatness, all the good vibes that you have to offer to the world. The world is waiting for you. That's for sure. Yeah, yeah. I am. I'm waiting for you. For sure. I love people that are shining their light, and that's very inspiring. That's what I get inspired by, people in projects. You grow from people in projects. You don't grow from people that talk about projects. You grow from people in projects, in action. Ease out.